Hello everyone. So today in this video we will see how we can create a highly available web application. So to the main motto for highly availability is to increase website reliability by creating highly available architecture, so that when many users come to our website, we will easily manageable. The traffics will be easily manageable. So this is the whole architecture. So we are using this for a traveling website. So in this demo we will use some pre-created instances. So this is basically the AWS demo lab. So AWS provided some pre-created resources for this demo. So in this demo we will launch some load balancing for our traveling website, for a travel company website. Basically you can say travel company server. So let's talk about this architecture. So in this is the basic web application solution which is used by AWS Cloud Computing Infrastructure, so that our application should be highly available. So you can see on the top of here Amazon Route 53. So it provides the DNS service to streamline the domain management system. So DNS resolution is provided by Route 53 to the users, so users can get to it. Next we have the Amazon CloudFront. So it is used to deliver the static. This is the Amazon CloudFront. So it is used to deliver the static and dynamic content, and it can catch a frequently accessed content to decrease the latency basically. So if the same thing will be if a user want to search the travel history for Goa, and many other users also want to search the travel location for Goa, then it will use the caching. It will catch that catch that memory basically, and it will provide using that caching, so that it will not take that much time to available for other users. So through this it will be frequently accessed content to decrease the latency for other users. So this is the CloudFront part. So next we have also the Amazon S3 attached to it, so which is used to store the static assets such as the images and videos. So we are using this. So from here these all things are set up, already done by the AWS guy. We have to do this part. Until this part we don't have to set up all these RDS instances, so these are set up behind the scenes. So we have to do the elastic load balancing and the auto scaling group part in this demo. So next we can see here a elastic load balancer is used, which used to distribute the traffics across multiple AZs. So you can see that this distribute the traffic between the three availability zones based on the auto scaling group in which they are working. So next we create some auto scaling groups for our server to scale up and scale down according to the demand. So one more feature of auto scaling is it works directly with Amazon CloudWatch for metrics data, and with the help of elastic load balancing it adds and remove the host of the load distribution basically. So this is the another feature of auto scaling group. So suppose if you want to a web server reports 80% of any server utilization over a period of time, and if you want to add another server, then it will be quickly deployed and automatically added to the load balancer. So suppose this is the thing. So this makes this entire infrastructure, entire architecture highly scalable, highly available for the customers. So we will see this demo in today's AWS Cloud Quest demo. So let's move to the part. So yes, So let's move to the points which we are covering in this video. So we are creating a elastic load balancer inside the auto scaling group. So the for travel agency they already created the auto scaling group, so we have to create a load balancer with some health monitoring setups for the auto scaling group. Then we have to add the different availability zones so that it will be highly available for the customers. So let's dive into the demo part. So let's go to our AWS console. So this is the AWS console which is provided by AWS with some pre-configured setup. So just type EC2 here and go to the EC2 dashboard. You will be able to see some instances are up and running. So let me just go to see the auto scaling group if any. So here you can see one auto scaling group is already created for travel agency web server. So just select that and you will be able to see the details about it. So this is the travel agency web server which is automatically created when you started this lab. So just review all these things and just go to the instance management tab. Here you will be able to see that one instance is up and running with this auto scaling group. You can review this instance. Next, in the details section, just go to the bottom part of the details. You will be able to see the availability zone and the subnet ID. You can see it here. So this is in the USist one with subnet ID this one. So next go to the scroll down a little bit. You will be able to see that right now there is no any load balancing attached to it. So we have to attach a load balancer to our auto scaling group for this demo. So just click on load balancing and click on edit. You will be landed to this page where it demands that you have to create a load balancer, that is create and attach a load balancer. So we don't have any load balancer right now, so we have to add a new load balancer. Just click on it and it will provide the new load balancer, travel agency web server 1. We want that load balancer as application load balancer and we want that it should be internet facing so that our customers come to that load balancer and they will having our application up and running. So just select the internet facing here. Next we have to do some change setups in network mapping. So we mapped this to the USist. This is mapped to the USist 1A already, but we have to map it to the other availability zones 1AB, 1AB and 1C also. So you can see you have to choose the subnet of public subnet ID. So you have to choose the public subnet. You can see right here. So you have to choose the public one right here and just scroll down. Here you will be able to see listening and routing port. So we are allowing with 80 port. So and we are created we want to create a new target group for that. So it will automatically create a target group with travel agency web server 1. This is the target group name. So after all this configuration, just click on update. It will create a elastic load balancer behind the scene. So for that load balancer we want a security group to customize the traffic flow between the load balancer and our web servers. So just go to the security group section here, just click on it and let's create a security group for our load balancer. So let's just type the name as travel agency load balancer. Next provide a description to that it allows access to the travel agency load balancer from internet. Load balancer load balancer to internet. So this is the security group which we creating for our load balancer. Just choose the VPC, travel agency VPC. Now remove the default one, just choose the travel agency VPC and add some inbound rule to it. Just add one inbound rule to access the HTTP port from anywhere. Just type HTTP from anywhere from 000 port. Next we have to add one outbound rule as well here. So just choose the HTTP as a HTTP port. This should be available from the security groups which are already present, which are being used by which are right now being used by our EC2 instances in auto scaling group. So this travel agency web server security group, it will be only accessible to, it will only outbound rule associated with this security group. So just choose that and scroll down and just create that security group. After you creating a security group, you have to attach it to a attach it to some load balancer. So for now our load balancer is running on the, let me just go and see, go to the load balancer section. You can see that right now our security groups is network mapping. So right now our security groups is travel agency web server, so we have to remove that. So let me just edit this travel agency web server security group. Just go to the security group web server, choose the travel agency web server and edit its inbound rule. So as we are edit it in its inbound rule to not all the IP address, so just delete that and add a new rule for HTTP to be only forwarded to the travel agency load balancer which we are created right now. So just choose that travel agency load balancer and just save the rule. So now let me just go to the load balancer page. Here you can see, and if you click on our travel agency web servers 1, and these are the details of it, scroll down a little bit, you will be able to see in the security tab our travel agency web server is still here. Just click on edit it and remove this web server and attach the travel agency load balancer and select it and click on save changes. So we are just reconfiguring our security group of our travel agency load balancer. So just click on save changes. So after that, if let's try our load balancer whether it is working fine or not. Just copy the DNS name and open it in a new tab. Our website will be up and running. Our travel website basically is up and running. So you can see that Unicorn Travel Agency is up and running. So you can see right here. So if you type /health in the bot last HEALTH, it will be redirected to the default health checkup for this instance. So you will be able to see that it will show the health check of our load balancer. So you can see that this is in healthy state, you will be able to see. So next, just go to the target groups. let me just going to the target groups. So this is the target group which we are creating while creating the load balancer, and just edit the health checkup for, let's edit the health checkup for, edit the health checkup settings, we can set. So right now it is interval of 30 seconds with a timeout of 5 seconds, but we want some other configuration. Just select that, select the health checkup point as health th health health, and click on advanced health checking settings. So here you have to change some settings, that unhealthy thresholds, number of consecutive health check failure before considering a target unhealthy should be 2, and the timeout should be 2 seconds, and this approximate amount of time between health check of an individual target should be 5 seconds, so that our instance will up and running for a, if any instance is not healthy, it will not delay the customers for a lot amount of time. Just configure these changes and click on save. After you configure the health check, you will be able to see that now our interval, we reduced our interval of health check to 5 seconds, and the healthy threshold is 5 consecutive health check success, and for the unhealthy threshold 2 consecutive health check failures should be required to get any instance that it is in the unhealthy state. So just go to the auto scaling group. Now let me just go to the auto scaling group and edit the networking part of it, so that it will be only accessible for the private subnet, you can say. Just click on it and go to the network section right here. So here you can see this in the availability zone, this, and it's the subnet ID. Just edit it, edit this subnet edit this network configuration. So now we want that our auto scaling group should be in our private subnet. So we were using the public subnet until now, but we right now from next onward we want that our for our another, for rest of our website and any instance is running, that will be in the private subnet. So just click on the private subnet, and this is in the US East 1 availability zone. So just choose that and update that. So now you will be able to see that one instance is up and running already. Just go to the instance, you will be able to see that this instance is up and running for a long period of time. Basically this is the instance one which is healthy. So, and this instance is up and running in the public subnet, you can see right here. So we don't want that, so just delete that instance, or you can say terminate that instance. Just select it and go to here and terminate that instance. After you terminating that instance, you will be able to see after clicking on refresh, you will be able to see some another instance is up and running automatically. Let me just refresh it. So right now it is in the right now our instance state is in the shutting down. So just wait for a few minutes, just refresh it. So let's wait for a few more minutes until its public IP address is gone. So now our instance is in setting state. So just go to the instance tab again and wait for a few minutes to that it will automatically relaunch the new instances in the private subnet. So we configure that in the auto scaling group. So wait for few minutes. You can see that this instance of T3 micro is already in terminated state, so just wait for few minutes and you will be able to see that after few minutes one new instance is up and running and it is in the initializing state in the private subnet part. You will be able to see that. You can see right here it is in the private subnet. So here auto scaling group plays the role that it will automatically creates an instance. So you can just go to the auto scaling group, just go to the activity tab inside it, and here you can see that one instance is terminated or stopped, then it will automatically initially launching a new EC2 instance right now, and it is in successful. It will launch that. So you can see right here. So next, just go to the travel agency load balancer website. You can see travel agency load balancer DNS, and if you just refresh it, you will be able to see the next instance ID which is up and running, populated here 784. You can see right here. So our instance, this instance is running in our private subnet, you can see. So next we have to add some more availability zones to it, so that our application should be more accessible, more available to highly available to the users, in different highly available to the user. So just go to the auto scaling group, select it and scroll down. In the network setting we are adding one more subnet, that is private subnet 2. You can see in the US is to 1, USD is to 1B, this is 1A, and we are selecting private subnet 2. You can see right here, and click on update. After you clicking on this update, and just right now we are seeing that our desired capacity is 1 and minimum capacity is 1 and maximum is also 1. So now we have to edit this capacity so that one more server is up and running in the another availability zone. So just edit this desired capacity of our instances. Just click on it and choose the desired capacity as 2, and minimum desired capacity is 1 and maximum should be 2, and just update it. So now you will be able to see that our desired capacity we upgraded it to the 2. So just go to the activity section, and here you will be able to see that a new instance is up trying to launch, but it is not in service. So wait for few minutes, it will be in successful state. So a new instance is up and running, and this instance is inside the second availability zone in the private subnet 2. You can see. So this is the instance ID 2682. Let me just go to the instance page, refresh it. You will be able to see 2682. A new instance is up and running in the subnet ID private subnet 2. You can see right here. So it automatically scales our, it automatically creates a new instance and make our web application available in the second availability zone as well. So you can see right here. So now if you go to our load balancer endpoint, and if you refresh it, you will be able to get both these endpoint. If you will refresh it, you will be able to get this 2682 is in healthy state, one is routing to this one after every click. So this refreshing means I'm asking our load balancer to go to the travel agency website. Just it will it will redirecting to one by one, from this instance, then this instance, then this instance. So it will dividing the traffic according to that. So you will be able to see. So now we adding two availability zones. So let's add one more availability zone here. Go to the auto scaling group, select the auto scaling group, and scroll down. You will be in the network settings. Just click on edit and add one another subnet in the US East 1C, the private subnet. Just choose that and click on update. And in the detail section, let's select the desired capacity should be 3, so that one more instance should be up and running. So let me choose the desired capacity as 3 and maximum desired capacity as 3. Just click on update, and let me just go to the activity tab and see what is happening. Just click on refresh. So you can see after clicking on refresh, one more instance is up and running with 362. You can see that. So it may take some time, sometime it is not populated. So just wait for few seconds, it will be auto populated. So it will create another instance in this auto scaling group. Using it, this auto scaling groups automatically creates another instance for our web servers, and it will be accessible from our load balancer. So just go to the instance, you will see that 361 instance is up and running. So right now there are 3. Just click on refresh, there are 4. 361 is also available. Just select it and you will be able to see that it is in the subnet 3, which is in the US East 1C availability zone. You can see right here. So this is the whole demo which we are trying to do, which we have to do in this demo. So if you just go to the load balancer endpoint, and if you press refresh button here again and again, it will be redirecting the traffic to these 3 servers. What is 361, 784 and 682. You can see right here, 682, 361, 784, again 682, 361, 784. So in this way, load balancer makes our application more highly available to our customers. Hope you guys like this video, and see you in the another one. Thank you.